Welcome back, everyone. And before we dive into today's incredibly important update, I need you to stick with me until the very end, because what I'm about to share could literally change your immigration journey in America. We're talking about massive developments that are happening right now that could affect your work permit, your visa status, and yes, even your green card application. So if you or someone you know is navigating the U.S. immigration system, this video could be the most valuable 10 minutes you spend today. Let's get right into it. The United States immigration landscape is experiencing some of the most significant positive shifts we've seen in recent years, and these changes are arriving at a crucial time for millions of immigrants and visa holders across the country. After years of backlogs, delays, and uncertainty, there are finally concrete improvements materializing that deserve your attention. These aren't just minor policy tweaks or temporary measures. We're witnessing substantial reforms and processing improvements that are creating real opportunities for people who have been stuck in limbo for far too long. Let me start with what's happening with work permits, because this is affecting hundreds of thousands of people right now. The automatic work permit extensions have been dramatically improved and expanded. Previously, many individuals found themselves in impossible situations where their employment authorization documents expired while waiting for renewals, forcing them to stop working and lose income during processing times that stretched for months. The new automatic extension period has been increased significantly, and this applies to multiple categories of applicants, including those with pending adjustment of status applications, asylum seekers, and individuals on certain non-immigrant visas transitioning to permanent residence. What makes this particularly meaningful is that USCIS has streamlined the renewal process itself. Processing times for EAD renewals have been reduced substantially in many service centers, with some categories now seeing approvals in as little as 30 to 60 days, compared to the 4 to 6 month waits that were standard just a year ago. This improvement isn't happening by accident. The agency has hired additional personnel, implemented better technology systems, and reorganize workflows to handle applications more efficiently. For families depending on dual incomes or individuals supporting themselves and their dependents, this change removes an enormous source of stress and financial instability. Another critical development involves the combination EAD and advance parole documents. For those unfamiliar, advance parole allows certain immigrants to travel internationally and return to the United States while their applications are pending. Previously, these were often issued as separate documents with different processing timelines, creating confusion and limiting flexibility. Now these are being issued together more consistently as a combo card, and the processing has become more reliable. This means that individuals with pending green card applications can both work legally and travel to visit family or handle emergencies abroad without jeopardizing their immigration status, something that was previously fraught with risk and uncertainty. Moving to visa updates, we're seeing remarkable progress in addressing the massive backlogs that have plagued the system for years. The State Department has been processing visa applications at record levels, and consular posts around the world have significantly increased their capacity. For employment-based visas, there have been important priority date movements in several categories that had been stagnant for years. Family-based visa categories are also seeing forward momentum, with wait times decreasing for siblings of U.S. citizens and married children of permanent residents. The H-1B visa program, which is absolutely critical for skilled workers in technology, engineering, healthcare, and countless other fields, has seen some welcome clarifications and improvements. While the program remains competitive, USCIS has provided better guidance on specialty occupation requirements and has become more consistent in its adjudications. This reduces the arbitrary denials that caused chaos for both workers and employers. Extensions and transfers are being processed more predictably, allowing professionals to change jobs or continue their careers without the fear of sudden disruptions. For students on F-1 visas and their optional practical training, there have been positive developments as well. The OPT application process has been refined, processing times have improved, and there's better clarity around STEM OPT extensions. International students contribute enormously to American universities and the economy, and these improvements help ensure they can transition smoothly from education to employment while maintaining legal status. The cap gap provisions that protect students transitioning to H-1B status have also been strengthened, closing loopholes that previously left some individuals in precarious situations. Now let's talk about green cards, because this is where some of the most substantial relief is occurring. USCIS has made tremendous strides in processing adjustment of status applications. Interview waiver programs have been expanded for certain categories, meaning that qualified applicants can receive their green cards without the additional step of an in-person interview. This has accelerated approvals significantly. For those who do require interviews, many field offices have extended hours, added weekend appointments, and implemented better scheduling systems to reduce wait times. The agency has also been more proactive about requesting evidence and issuing requests for evidence in a more focused manner. Instead of broad, burdensome RFEs that required mountains of documentation and caused months of delays, the requests are now more targeted and specific. This allows applicants and their attorneys to respond more efficiently and keeps cases moving forward. When approvals are issued, the actual production and delivery of green cards has also improved, with most new permanent residents receiving their cards within weeks rather than the months-long waits that were common previously. For those stuck in employment-based green card backlogs due to per-country limits, particularly individuals from India and China, there have been some encouraging developments. While comprehensive reform still requires congressional action, administrative improvements have created more flexibility. Premium processing has been expanded to additional form types, allowing some applicants to get critical decisions faster. There's also been better coordination between USCIS and the State Department regarding visa number availability and allocation, reducing waste and maximizing the use of available visa numbers each fiscal year. Family-based green card applicants are experiencing similar improvements. The National Visa Center has modernized its systems, making document submission and case tracking far more user-friendly. Communication has improved dramatically, with more consistent updates and clearer instructions. For applicants going through consular processing, the coordination between NVC and embassies has become more seamless, reducing the likelihood of cases getting stuck between agencies. These operational improvements might sound mundane, but for families separated by borders and bureaucracy, they represent genuine hope and tangible progress. One often overlooked but incredibly important development involves naturalization applications. While this doesn't create new immigrants, it does move people through the system and can open up visa numbers for others. USCIS has been processing citizenship applications more rapidly, with many applicants receiving interview appointments within months of filing. Oath ceremonies are being scheduled more frequently, and some offices have implemented same-day oath ceremonies immediately following successful interviews. This efficiency not only serves applicants well, but also helps the overall flow of the immigration system. There's also been increased transparency and accountability in immigration processing. USCIS has improved its online tools, allowing applicants to track cases more accurately, submit documents electronically, and even schedule appointments online in many situations. The agency has published more detailed processing time information and has committed to updating it regularly. This transparency helps applicants and their representatives make informed decisions and plan accordingly. When systems are opaque and unpredictable, anxiety multiplies, so these improvements in communication represent significant quality of life enhancements for people navigating the process. For those of you watching who have been waiting, working, hoping, and persevering through this complex system, these updates should provide genuine encouragement. The improvements we're seeing aren't just promises or proposals. They're happening right now, and people are benefiting from them every single day. Of course, the U.S. immigration system still faces challenges, and there's much work to be done. But acknowledging and understanding these positive developments is important both for your own planning and for maintaining perspective during what can be an exhausting journey. So here's what I want you to take away from this video today. If you're waiting for a work permit renewal, know that the process has improved and you have better protection against gaps in employment authorization. If you're hoping for a visa or green card, understand that processing times are trending in the right direction and the system is functioning more efficiently than it has in years. Stay informed, keep your documentation organized, respond promptly to any requests from immigration authorities, and work with qualified legal counsel when needed. These improvements are real, but navigating immigration law still requires diligence and attention to detail. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss important updates that could affect your immigration journey or someone you care about. Share this video with friends, family members, or colleagues who are going through the immigration process because good news travels best when it's shared. Drop a comment below and let me know what aspect of immigration you'd like me to cover next, or share your own experiences with these recent improvements. I read every comment, and your feedback helps me create content that serves this community better. Until next time, stay hopeful, stay informed, and remember that your dreams of building a life in America are worth every bit of effort you're putting in. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.